It's another before video again of quite a rare machine, the DC02 Antarctica Solo limited edition vacuum cleaner. Another one from Mr. James. Get this one done up and then it can go in the pile to be refurbished. But let's have a look at this quite rare Dyson. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Just moved my viewfinder down so I can see myself and check that you can see me well enough. Oh, also take my keys out of my pocket because that hurts. DC02 Antarctica Solo here. Yes, if I just take the hose off, pop that out of the way very quickly. This is one of the limited editions that Dyson always used to do. They don't seem to do them anymore. I've not seen one since the DC07 Click. Could be wrong, but I don't think there's any more after this. This is all in white with the special limited edition to mark. I might need to read this. To commemorate Sir Ranulph Fiennes' 1800-mile walk across Antarctica in aid of breakthrough breast cancer. There's a few stuff for cancer. They did this. DC04 for Marie Curie Cancer Care, and the DC07 for Click Sergeant. So this one, oh, they also did DC01, didn't they? Which we'll look at in a minute. So I've got the matching DC01 to this. We'll have both of those out for probably the first time I'll ever have, because you can't really buy these on eBay. Mr. James has had this for a long while, I think, and has finally decided to get it tidied up and cleaned. Now the first thing that you probably can't fail to notice is how faded this is. That is, in fact, I can probably show you more under here. No, I can't because that's filthy. It's utterly filthy, I'll be honest. I'll try that. Ah, here we go. Wow. So, that should show you how yellowed this poor little Dyson has gone, and unfortunately I can't do anything about that because I've never retro-brighted in my life yet. It is now September, time of filming this, 2nd of September, and it's the wrong time of the year to do in the UK, and I really wouldn't start with a rare machine like this. I'd get a £5 faded turbo power or an old keyboard or something just to try, and if it didn't work, you didn't care. So this isn't going to be retro-brighted at all, I'm afraid. But it is going to be clean because it is utterly filthy. So let's have a look at that now. This is one dirty Dyson. If I pop the tool cover, you will see all of the carbon dust that is everywhere on this machine. Tools wise though, well, there is an immaculate, actually. There is not, it's been used, but there is not, in fact it's been used a lot. Look at that. Immaculate crevice tool. Again, a very lightly used immaculate dusting brush, and a little bit used but still very clean and tidy upholstery tool. Again, look, you can see all the carbon dust that is emanating from this machine. Let's put the tools back. Into nice DC01 style tools. Crikey, I can't remember how that does go like that. Why don't you go in? I had a DC02 for a while, I've sort of forgotten. The cable comes under here. Oh, I didn't know they had a white plug. Well, that should be white. This is a white plug. Ooh. Ah, so we have a slight issue with the cord rewind, although in theory, if I can't fix it, I can fit this cable to another DC02 rewind, because the cable's fine, but we'll see if we can do anything about that when the time comes. Pop that back in there. Underneath, we'll go underneath next, which is also equally filthy, but we had the ratings plate up with the special sticker saying that this is number 11016 of the run. I don't know how many they did. There's also no date on the serial number, which is annoying because this age usually had a date, but it's going to be mid-90s. If we pop the cover, let's take the cord out a little bit, there we go. There are no filters on this machine, but there is a very disgusting piece of foam sat in there. It seems to be stuck on, so that's going to be interesting as to whether I can peel it off and then re-stick it when I wash it. God, this whole thing is filthy. These aren't the best at dust retention anyway, and this one is no exception. Here is the bin. There is some dirt in it. Ooh. It is a standard DC02 bin, although obviously with white parts. That is what it should look like. That is mint, because obviously it's not in the sun. So there's that, and that's all there really is to that. Tools wise, well, obviously the hose, I've wrapped around my tripod. The hose matches, it's a shame about that. I might be able to get rid of it with some very fine sandpaper, but obviously this is terribly yellowed. That's very battered. I'm not taking this out. I took it out on a DC02 once and it snaps the pivot points there, so no way Jose is that coming out. This will come off though. Move this little clip and they separate, and obviously the hose can come out of either end, so I can put the hose through the wash. That's good. So there's the hose. We'll fit this to the machine as well. You just push that in and clip. Simply simple. One standard DC02 affair. Nothing wrong with that, although again with the white, and actually it's got, I've never noticed this before, the old style Dyson logo, which is interesting. Occasionally, as you know with me, I do try and take extension ones apart just to see how they work, but because I will never find another white one, if it's a silver one, the yellow one, I would try, because there's two clips there and I imagine you could, but I don't know how brittle the plastic's going to be, and I'm sure as hell not finding out on somebody else's machine. What we will be taking apart though is the floor tool, which is incredibly filthy, incredibly disgusting. All in there is full of fluff, there's crud there. I'm hoping this is going to clean up alright. I think it's all going to polish off, although I'm going to have to mask off that to polish this plate, because again you wouldn't be able to find one of these very easily. But there's the standard DC02 floor tool. I presume it is. I see no reason why it wouldn't. Let's just turn it on. Nothing wrong with that. Has all that suction as well, which is probably more due to the lack of filters than anything else, I have to say. So yeah, basically it runs. The cord rewind needs a little bit of work, but you know, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's have a look at it next to its DC01 cousin. So here it is next to my rapidly fading, going yellow DC01 Antartica Solo. And it's a shame they didn't do these in white, because it would have looked quite smart. They did them in grey, but hey ho, it's got the same colour blue. And if we come up to the top, it's got the same, roughly the same stickers. They're both breakthrough limited editions, DC01, DC02, which you can't see, there it is. both for Breakthrough Cancer Care. Mine is fading horribly, the Cyclone is fading. Big shame, but again, there's nothing I can really do about that because I can't retro buy it. I can't store it anywhere else than where I store it. It's also got, you can't see that either, hang on. There we go. It's also got its blue sticker. Mine is number 153,914, so these weren't a limited edition one by any means. And mine hasn't actually got a date code either. So there we go. So I have a DC01 Breakthrough Limited Edition. And we have a DC02 Breakthrough Limited Edition. Both quite faded. Both need a clean up because I haven't touched the 01. But yes, basically these are two machines from the same era. They ran alongside each other before the DC03/4 and the DC05 came along to replace both of these. And yes, that one we won't do anything with for now. Although I might sell it. I don't know, I've got them all now, but it's fading. I'm a little bit sad about that, but there's not a lot I can do because it's heat, not sunlight. And I can't keep it in a cool place. This one's obviously gone the same, and again I'm not doing anything with this because I don't know how, and I don't want to do anything to break it. It probably looks a bit better on the camera than it does in real life, but if I put that next to it, that's okay. This is faded. In fact, that's faded and this is okay. It's a big shame. It's just the conundrum of collectors, unfortunately. You can only mitigate against it so much before the inevitable happens and they fade. Short of keeping it in an air-conditioned room, which obviously I cannot do, there is nothing you can do apart from just accept the inevitability and enjoy the flipping cleaner, which is what I don't do enough. But for this DC02 Breakthrough, it can go in the refurb pile and be done, and hopefully the next time we see it, it will be lovely and shiny once more. So, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.